straight from the horse's mouth. Our Neil Young News Report.
Smell the horse on this one.
With this week's update from thrasherswheat.org, here's Thrasher.
Hey, Thrasher here with this week's Neil Young news, and the fresh wheat keeps rolling in. Much anticipation continues to build with the upcoming box set release, CSNY 74, Crosby, Stills, Nash & Young's release of the Summer of 1974 tour. Everyone is looking forward to that. Much chatter. We're seeing promo videos come out now. More preview tracks, which we've been sharing with you here on WBKM and Thrashers Wheat Radio. And we're now seeing some press interviews with the band. And most recently, we had an article in Rolling Stone magazine that was titled The Oral History of the 74 Doom Tour. So, with a title like that, it did indeed sort of promise to deliver to some of the article's hype there about the Doom Tour and a history behind the scenes. It seems as if Rolling Stone was able to have interviews with all of the surviving band members from the 74 tour. All of the surviving band members except for one, and that would be none other than Neil Young, who seems to have opted out of participating in some of the press coverage, which in a way is probably not so surprising and is another indication of his, how should we say, commitment to this box set. As we've seen, there is no reunion tour here to mark the 40th anniversary of the tour. And as we've seen, it doesn't look like any of the Neil Young tracks have been previewed for promo as of yet. But anyway, we'll, as always, reserve judgment on everything until we actually hear it for ourselves. Of course, that doesn't seem to stop folks out there on the internet providing all sorts of opinions about what this box set will be or not be. But anyway, we always welcome folks' comments and opinions. So if you haven't shared it yet, drop us a comment on Thrashers Wheat. We always love to read those and try and reply to them. But be that as it may, about Neil Young's commitment to the box set, it should be noted that Neil Young has almost twice as many tracks of the 40 songs included here as anyone else in the band. So, certainly would seem like for Neil Young fans, much to look forward to. Otherwise, we look ahead to July and the release of the box set on July 8th, and of course, the Neil Young and Crazy Horse tour kicking off in Iceland on July the 7th. So, much news to come in the July time frame. Hope everyone's having a fun summer. You're enjoying the summer solstice, the longest day of the year here in the Northern Hemisphere. And if you're not in the Northern Hemisphere, hope folks down there in the Southern Hemisphere are making the best of the shortest day of the year. All right, well, we'll send it back over to Tony and Eric. Thanks, guys, up there at WBKM in Burlington, Vermont.
All right, well, thank you much, Thrasher, for keeping it fresh, keeping it real, and bringing us new fresh wheat here on the Thrashers Wheat Radio Hour.